Welcome back to Studio Chatter. If you've been a fan of the farmers market for the last few years, then you'll know our first guests. Welcome Miriam Corona and Greta Crockett from Salsa Madre to our table. Welcome, hello, ladies.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies, Natasha it's kind of all she talks about is you guys. Well, like all last year, and we just could not wait to finally meet you guys and have you here.
So I tend to be the resident foodie, and I get super excited about food, but I've always been excited about the salsa and going to the market. When the market would open in the summer, I would always go and get a couple, over the weekend, and then you did home delivery for a while for special events. Mm-hmm. And then what happened? Like, you decided to expand to the storefront. Tell us the story of Salsa Madre.
Tell us. You can explain all this.
Well, my mom has been doing it for
8 years. I have been doing it for 8 years.
Wow, okay.
And I think she just wanted, in the winter, it was hard to get, we're at a few stores, like Good Earth and Reams and Springville, but even they can't really keep up. In the winter, people are just used to,
they want
going to the stores, but they run out and they didn't have it. So people would even come to like your house, right? Like, we have a commercial kitchen we would use and then bring it over, but that just got kind of old. And we've had the idea of starting this
little store. I always, want to have my little store, but
it always seemed like a dream or too hard or something.
Yeah, and it's been hard using a communal commercial kitchen and transporting, and it's just been difficult.
Just a lot of
having our own thing
hard,
has been life changing.
Okay.
So when did you started making salsa 8 years ago?
Yeah.
Had you always made it like growing up or as a young mom or
what? Well, in Mexico the salsa is like a main. We are from Mexico City.
Are you?
Yes.
I love that.
So my mom always, she makes the best salsa. So I was like, I always want to, start my little business with the salsa. Mm-hmm. So and then one day I was like, well, I think I'm gonna start. So I'm gonna start with the red one.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that was the first one. And
is that kind of your mainstay salsa, like one that you kind of make for everything? Or?
Yeah, it's a classic red.
Yeah, it is a classic.
I think people here are most familiar with that,
right?
The chips and salsa.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Mexico, it's mostly used. we do chips and salsa, but not
like we do here, not the Americanized kind of way.
Like this one is more authentic to Mexico.
Yeah. Okay.
On tacos,
more the green sauce
or enchiladas. Like, we can make enchiladas with that.
Everything with this. This is
so that's more of your mainstay would be the green. For us, it's more like we're traditionally knowing this.
Right.
But this is
and I love this part. I love something a little more hearty, the cowboy caviar.
Totally.
Well, and then it has a little bit of that vinaigrette, and so I love kind of the tangy to that because it's not so traditional. But then even as of late, I know that you've expanded with the queso, so people are going nuts over the queso.
Oh, the queso!
Yeah, it's so good.
We thought, how could you have a salsa shop without a good queso? And I even made a post about it. Queso's not super traditional to Mexico City.
Okay.
But can you not have some at a salsa store? And I've been in Texas for
make this for
6 years, so I fell in love with queso.
In Texas,
and so I was like, if I move back to Utah, I've got to perfect my queso before I go back.
So is it a white cheese or a yellow cheese?
It's cheddar based.
Okay.
So it's cheddar based. So it's like orange.
Ooh.
But it's turned into one of our top sellers.
Oh yeah.
That is so fun.
This is the best seller, and then the queso.
Okay, we need to sample some of these.
Okay. So I'll start passing some of this around. So then I remember, the storefront opened December. Okay.
The 4th,
so then I was like one of the first ones in there, of course, and I'm like, so traditional in Mexico in December. I'm like, where are the tamales? And she's like, well, Natasha, we already sold out this morning. So
are
she's
you
like,
kidding?
Yeah, she's like, you have to come back like tomorrow morning early. Right. And were you selling out like?
Yeah. The first December was crazy because of the holiday, and then we did some little orders that went crazy.
So were you always planning to sell other foods, not just salsa?
Yeah, so that was our salsa's been our main thing, but we've also wanted to just share authentic Mexican food that we take out the spice because 95% of our people don't
Like super
I don't
spicy.
even eat super spicy.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and that way people can enjoy it without having to die and have their mouth
I know,
on fire.
because, yeah.
So really quickly, tell everyone where the store is located.
So the store is right behind Texaco on 800 North, right kind of by In-N-Out, that little area. It's a little strip mall right behind Texaco.
Yeah, it's like it's south of the In-N-Out.
Yeah, it's
Little
just
drive-through.
across the street
In-N-Out,
from there.
yep,
Yeah.
And if you've not been inside, it's set up kind of grocery store style.
So grocery store style, everything that's in the fridges to the right when you walk in is up for grabs.
Okay.
And I mean, we've got the first section is all the salsas. We've got 10 kinds.
Oh my heavens.
Yeah,
Plus the queso.
Yeah.
We added some spicy ones because people were complaining, where's the spice? And we're like, okay, we'll give it to you.
A few people
We'll
like
up it.
really spicy, so that's
So we have
why
we have a few desserts, like our rice pudding's been really selling really
yeah.
quickly.
Oh,
Key
you
lime
guys, I love rice
pie.
pudding.
Oh,
We
you,
should
Oh
put
yeah.
some.
You have to
okay.
try some.
I'll have to.
Yeah,
no,
we
I'll
do.
have to come and purchase them. Yep.
And then on the fridges to right next to that is kind of all our food items, and we've got the items that we'll always have there is the tamales unless we sell out. We've got a chicken and green sauce, and then a pork and red sauce, and the taco kits will always be there.
Okay, so tell me about the taco kits. Natasha was kind of telling me, like you
So-
pick a protein and then.
Yep. So you pick a protein. We've got a chicken option, a pork option, and a beef option. 32 ounces, and then you pick a rice. We've got Mexican rice or cilantro lime rice. Then you pick a bean. It's like I've memorized all this.
Okay.
We've got black beans, which are whole. And then we've got refried, but those do have lard. So people that don't like lard,
Maybe.
go with
yeah.
the black beans. And then it comes with 1 salsa and then 8 corner flour tortillas.
Oh my heavens.
Yeah. So you
That
just kinda
is a
take
meal
it-
kit.
Yeah. It's
And how much is like something like that?
so it's $28.99. And
That
it feeds
is
about
so
3
great.
to 4. Some
That's
people
Well,
say
some
4.
people say like, no,
They're
it's
like,
5
no,
or 6,
5
but I'm like,
Depending
well,
on how big your
depends.
ears are.
Yeah.
Ears are. Yeah.
So my husband and my son and I, like that would probably be
Oh,
a
yeah.
perfect meal with
totally,
maybe
yeah,
some leftovers.
Totally. And so the taco kits and the tamales will always be there.
Okay.
But we've got a few items that we rotate out just to give people a little variety. We've done to fajitas. What else have we? Chiles rellenos.
Oh.
Yeah. What else we have?
What else have
We're
we?
gonna make some enchiladas this
Oh yeah, we're
week.
doing enchiladas
So-
this week. So we'll just
Yeah, we just
kind of we let
rotate
people
it.
know through Facebook or Instagram what
What you're
we're
up
doing.
and coming. And then do you keep those just for the day? Do you usually sell out of it or
I
a
mean,
couple of days or?
We usually for a couple days it's there, and we try to make some more. But because we're
Change
not a
it up.
restaurant, we can't just go and make stuff because we can't sell stuff warm.
Okay, gotcha.
It's gotta be-
So
we
it's
have to
got to
sell
be
it
refrigerated.
refrigerated.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
What about guacamole?
That we do occasionally.
Occasionally,
Just because
okay.
we did it for the
'cause-
Super Bowl. But avocado just
They
goes.
goes
I
black.
was gonna say, and how do you keep avocado like
know.
the guacamole good? It just goes brownish, right?
Yeah, well, we sold
super
it like
quick?
Saturday for the Super Bowl Sunday, and it stayed well.
I stay what for like a couple days, like 2 days,
Yeah.
but then it start like
These changed up a little bit.
Yes. So the first month we had a hard time with our distributor. Couldn't keep up.
Really?
And a lot of people came in, and
You're like, we're out of chips.
it was a couple days we were like, we just couldn't find any. It was hard. So we had to switch, and we switched to another vendor that we liked.
Yeah.
We actually are just about to switch. We found our chip.
And that is important.
It is
because
important.
a certain chip can make the salsa, make
the
or
ones
break
we
it.
have right now and have had for a few weeks are kind of frail. They break really easily. They're
Which
the
I'm fine
flavor's
with
good.
that. But yeah, when you have a hearty salsa like that,
Or like nachos that you
Yes.
don't want to get soggy.
right?
Didn't you make them? Didn't you
Before.
make them before? Why
Yeah.
don't you make them again?
'cause it was a lot of
Isn't that
work
too
and-
much work?
And so
and
much time.
and now I'm like, it's no way that we can, make
Right.
that.
You're focusing on your
Right.
salsa
Our
and your
salsas
foods,
and the
not on the
food.
chip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, and the
Oh no, I
people
like
was
the
like,
chip.
You like it?
Yeah, I really do.
Okay.
So
And that's a
good,
good
huh?
flavor, not too salty.
I know.
Okay, that red is yum.
Well,
guys. Super
really quickly,
yum.
because if you can
Okay,
believe it,
we're
we're
out of
almost out of
time.
time. Seasonal also, probably, I've seen you post a couple of things. Horchata, Mexican hot chocolate, flan. I mean, really, really traditional Mexican
Yeah.
food items. What am I missing?
what else? The flan,
I should work there, right?
tres
We
leches.
did translations. I know. We're going to make Natasha the spokesperson.
She is. She
making
basically
tortillas
is.
next.
We've done translations. Oh, we did churros for
Oh,
Valentine's.
yeah,
With that
they were like so good.
That will be not all the time. It was just we were so
A lot of work too.
Yeah,
So much work.
And
We've
it's-
done that.
yeah.
Well, I know that Natasha's brought it in a few times, and every single time it's just consistent. Like, this is what we're getting every single time, and it's delicious. So I think people are just grasping onto that, and I think it's fun to have someone local that's creating like homegrown, yummy food. And so I just think you guys are going to be super successful. I really do.
thank you.
I think it's just really yum.
I just have one question before we
Yeah.
break.
Oh, no.
So now that you have your own storefront, will we see you back at the markets? Will we see you?
Yes,
back
we
at-
will be
okay.
there. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
because I was telling my dad, I love the farmers market.
your
I
heart
just like
is,
the
right?
people. I love to, say.
I think you should hire Natasha to be at the farmer's market.
Oh my gosh. No, Angie was just teaching me how to say no. Yes. Oh, well, we love you dearly. Okay, so following you as Salsa Madre. And then we found out the location and look for all of your new postings weekly, right?
That's how we kind of get our message out, whether what we're gonna have or.
So not a website, but Instagram is your...
We
we
have
do have a
a website.
website, salsamadre.us, but
Okay.
we kind of communicate more with our people through Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
Okay. Greta and
Awesome,
Miriam.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Studio Chatter, making those family connections can be really easy. Stay with us.